Good morning, everybody. It must be Monday. Yeah, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly. The reason I did it backwards is because, when I go to throw it in and cast magic, it's like, where are you? Who are you?
Hello, I'm magic, but I'm not that magical.
Are we live? I guess we are because the Instagram is not going.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, things have been worse in time.
Yeah. So you got a ton of stuff. I don't
have a ton of stuff.
I want to talk real quick about this article I read that says inventory is, what was the magnanimous word that they used? It was like blowing up or increasing by so much. And you get into the article and you realize it's increased by like maybe 1%. And you're like, okay, it's a positive. There is an increase in inventory. Will it change things? No.
You keep talking there. I got to go do something.
I can tell. I hear it. So, over the weekend, there were a ton of open houses. Oh my gosh. I was reading through the Instagrams and the inner Googles and noticed that there were at least 50 open houses in the Central Valley this weekend, maybe more. But 50 that I saw, and it looked like they were all pretty well attended. So that's a positive. That means there's really big pent up demand out there for a home, and the battle shall begin. I think the beginning of next quarter, the battle will really get underway, where you're competing against a lot of buyers.
Really? You think so?
That's my prediction. I'm going to stick with it for right now.
I believe it. Yeah. I totally believe it. Who cares what they're barking at? It's damn employees just so loud today.
They are.
All right. Well, I have a few things like you said.
Go for it.
But first thing I want to talk about, I think we talked about on Friday how important it is to pick the right escrow company.
Yeah.
Because I said,
are you still waiting?
Well, they didn't get the contract until Thursday. So the soonest they could get it to us is Monday.
Those are all bullshit
excuses. Let me tell you where we are right now.
Yeah.
All right. We have the appraisal in. That's right. A VA appraisal. Guy went out on Friday, had it uploaded Sunday. We have it in underwriting. It's approved.
Okay.
With conditional approval, which means there's about 5 little things, insurance, prelim, and just a couple other little things. No big deal. But the issue I'm having is because of, everybody's on us.
Right.
Why does it take you so long to get a transaction done?
Well, it's not that you have to wait for other pieces and parts from other people, right?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
At all. And that's all I want to get at. It's just, that means if I had that, so the real question is, how soon do they want to close? Do they want to close?
Right.
Here's the dilemma that you have is you can't sign loan documents except for 7 days after you sign the LE. Loan estimate.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be Friday.
Right.
So as soon as they can sign, if it closes this coming Friday.
And you got it last Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's a VA loan.
Yes.
VAs are so hard.
Well, they take forever.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They're so horrible.
You got to write 60 days in there, but they'll never get it done in time.
Yeah. Well, now it's not true.
Yeah.
It just depends on how people get on things. And I'm not saying that, hey, we're super amazing. It's just, it's an organized thing that you do and how you set up a process and you do those processes. And if you're going to do a VA loan, maybe you go with a veteran who is somebody who has attention to detail, has processes in place, because we're taught all that in the military, standard operating procedures, that if somebody's not there, it still keeps going because you have other people trained for that position.
Yeah.
Anyway,
SOPs.
No, not SOCs.
I said SOPs.
Seriously oppressive.
And there are those times.
Seriously oppressive president.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
You hit that on the head. There are
40th cup of coffee.
When a VA, coffee sounds good. When a VA can take some time.
Yes.
When you got a screwy loan officer, or you got the title company, or somebody else isn't doing their job. Mm-hmm. It's not the VA that takes so long. It's the process. Same with conventional. Same with FHA. It's the process.
Right. Now, when appraisers are super busy,
the
VA appraisal could take longer because they have 10 days after the moment they see the place to turn it in.
Right.
But when there's limited amount of things being done out there, like right now, $700 directly to the appraisal it's a sounding really good number that these appraisers like.
Yeah.
Versus what they split with the
management companies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I truly believe that the appraisers are on the short end of the stick when it came to that whole reorg thing and the management. You know, they took a huge pay cut.
Right. But then all the different the little holdout in the actual bill said first is no bank could actually own AMCs, and then that was taken out, and now everybody owns AMCs or we do panel appraisals.
And no baker type business where you make your own bread will you have to pay you have to pay your employees $20 an hour.
Speaking of mortgage stuff, since we're there, the CFPB, which we all know, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, which is basically bullshit,
right?
It's really a publicly pushed position, and the president said some stuff last week about how he wants to help first-time home buyers get a $10,000 credit, which that's not the first time.
He doesn't mean Americans. He does mean
well, not illegals, because that was wrong of what he said. He changed his name.
Went out and apologized.
Yeah,
sorry, I called you an illegal.
All right, so they're really looking at the junk fees mortgage lenders charge at closing. Well, first of all, we don't just charge it at closing. All the numbers that we put on there. If you look at the biggest fees that are out there are escrow and title fees. Our fees are, and this is a loan origination, which I haven't seen on there much, where people charge 1% or anything origination. Appraisal, which is a pass through. We don't make any money on that.
Right.
Credit, which is exactly what it costs. There is no. We used to be able to, it costs $25, charge 75 and make some money off. Can't do it. It's a directly pass through number. The flood zone stuff, the flood cert, $8. Oh my God, that's just killing me. I'm just saying those fees are the biggest fees that you can see that are potentially on there are the processing fees and underwriting fees.
Yeah.
But their big push that they're talking about is how discount points are up. The costs have increased 21.8% from 21 to 22. Let's not look at inflation. Let's not look at the fact that where we're at, but the biggest issue, I don't have it right in order over here for you to read, is the credit reports.
Right.
My question really is it really cost that much more electronically to produce those when you ask for more? Because that's what's going up and up and up is that cost. It's ridiculous, the cost.
Well, it's not regulated.
Is that why?
It's where it's the one cost that, we forgot to put this in the regulation. So credit report companies are like, hey, we can charge whatever we want.
Well, Fannie and Freddie.
Yeah.
Or Fannie and Freddie. Hello. I'm talking, not Fannie and Freddie, but basically the bureaus, the three bureaus are where we get it from. And that's where the cost is. And then go through a credit company, reporting company.
And because we just said this live, I bet there's someone going, hey, we should regulate that.
They're saying discount points have surged in recent years as mortgage rates have risen and competition has gotten more fierce. There used to be 50.2% of home purchase borrowed in 2022 compared to 31.1 in 20. So they're saying 50% of people are paying discount points today versus in 21 only 32.1%. Well, people are paying it to get a lower payment.
Right.
It's not what we want. Those are built into the rate sheet. If you ever seen a rate sheet in the past or where people put it, there's these numbers on there. That's how the discounts point work. However, some lenders forever online, when you're doing refinances, are charging 2 points, especially for VA and stuff like that, when you don't really want to do that, because eventually you get this impending where you don't get the benefit from it, right? Because you're charging too much. And that's why, anyway, I just think it's ridiculous that they're trying to tell us mortgage guys are bad. Look, maybe underwriting fee and processing fee can go away. They don't need to make those. But other than that, the credit report is where they really should look at.
I agrees with you.
You agrees
wholeheartedly at 100%.
All right,
but there will be bank failures.
Well, besides what Jerome Powell said last week about we're going to possibly look at lowering rates, but he actually stated that to the lawmakers that he sees bank failures on the rise going forward. And he's looking at it, easy for me to say on Monday. He said that expects some U.S. banks to fail in the coming months because of declining values and defaults on their commercial real estate portfolios. Which we've been talking about this, but Janet Yellen also came out and talked about it. The biggest thing that I see is if you look at the data, showed that commercial real estate accounted for an average 44% of portfolios at small banks, and compared to 13% at the country's 25 largest banks.
Oh,
so it's the smaller lend. And I'm not, Bank of the West that used to be around.
Yeah,
I mean, they're BMO now.
Company.
Yeah. There's some of the, the smaller banks are where they're worried about, unless it's Silicon Valley Bank, because they're going to be taken care of fine.
Yeah. Because we know Newsom and Oprah got a lot of money in there.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I did notice, I don't know if you saw this, but Open Door was dismissed from the Nevada Commission lawsuit.
Really? I did not see that. Wonder what that's about. Yeah.
And that was the only case.
Do you think that they're probably one of the ones that helped file the lawsuit?
I don't know. Hey, you weren't supposed to include us. Oh, I forgot.
Because
the guy who brought the case went in and just said, okay, well, we're taking them out because without prejudice, because of, they didn't file this thing. What? Because they didn't file. Anyway, move forward. Yeah. My statement really is, I cannot believe they were not in any of the other lawsuits when they have benefited from the same thing everybody else has done.
Right.
That's all I got to say. I don't think it's
what
proper.
I got to say about that.
It's improper. Did you know Fannie Mae is thinking that more homeowners feel like it's the right time to sell? It's like ice cream manufacturers have said it's a really good time to buy ice cream.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why that struck me so funny.
Well, no, it's because it's like
hilarious.
It's a hen house. It's us telling you guys think it's a good time to buy, right? Anyway, They have a home purchasing sentiment index, which tracks the U.S. housing market and consumer confidence to buy or sell homes, rose 2.1%, or so 2.1 points in February to 72.8. The full index is up 14.8 points from a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you keep talking for me?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, something. Now he can just go in the back.
Who? Oh,
yeah, something like that. Yeah. All right, we'll keep going.
Fannie Mae's home purchase sentiment index.
Is that how I sound?
No, that's how I sound.
In February, 65% of consumers said that conditions were ripe to sell a home, up from 60%. So a whole, 2 more people.
Mm-hmm.
Conversely, 19% of shoppers feel like the timing is right to buy a home, up from 17% in the prior month.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Fox is guarding the hen house.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right. So I saw, we've been talking about baby boomers for a while. And because I talked about refinancing and I talked about reverse mortgages in the past, but here are some dates that you need to know. 2024 peaked 65. In 2024, that's this year, more than 12,000 Americans will turn an age of 65 every day. That's approximately 4.3 million people this year, and 4 million more each of the next 3 years.
I'll be in there in the next 3 years.
So that's huge, because it used to be they were turning 60, right? By this date. Now it's 65, which is perfect age to get that reverse mortgage.
Exactly.
But here's something you need to know. In 2030 transformation, by 2030, all baby boomers will have turned 65, traditionally known as the retirement age. This sets the stage for the coming transformation decade of the 2030s, which means potentially those people are going to retire. But I think most of them are still working as long as this president's in office.
Well, it really can't be another term. Oh, we'll die.
It could be.
We'll die.
It could be.
Yeah, I know it can. If it is, it's stolen.
Yeah, well, I did see something about nuisance. He wanted to put a 28th Amendment. Have you seen that?
No, but it's got to be something really fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, of course, because he thinks that gun control is going to fix the problems that are out there by taking more guns away from people. California has one of the strictest gun laws, and we have
some of the most guns
killing with children and other stuff in our state, even though we have those, because the other people who get these guns don't get it from legal ways.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. All right, back to the boomers.
Chicago.
2034 age ratio flip. By 2034, there will be more people age 65 and older than people age 18 and younger.
Oh, we got to go kick some ass. A 65-year-old.
So that tells you in 2034, the whole political thing will change.
Yep.
Because right now, the 18 to 24, 25-year-olds, if they get out to vote, will control the vote.
Right.
By 2034, that's going to change.
I don't know that I can wait 10 years.
The historical age ratio flip will force change upon the wide spectrum of economic, cultural, political, social, and housing market realities.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
I think we can close Meta down.
Yeah, at boomer dominant decade. At 78%, boomers have the highest rate of home ownership, and today 39% of home purchases and 52% of home sales are made to baby boomers.
By baby boomers.
So that's why you're still doing good in this market.
Yeah.
As boomers move downside in age over the next decade, it's estimated that more than 9 million homes will come on the market, according to Fannie Mae. That's just 1 year. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, one more, and then we're
okay. Then that would be a buyer's market.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2040 aging power. By 2040, 80 million people will be over the age of 65 and older.
Wow.
The
whole world will change.
Yeah, you're going to see more Depends commercials than any other time.
Wow.
2050 and beyond, by mid-century, we'll have more than 19 million people aged 85 and older. Yeah, that can someone say assisted living facilities?
Yeah, Uncle Lonnie, you better open up some more.
Why does he have assisted living?
Yeah, well, he used to. I don't know if he still does, but he did.
Okay. So that's the problems and possibilities. As a generation, baby boomers have not saved nearly enough for retirement. Financial advisors are scrambling to find additional streams of income and liquidity for families they serve.
Yep.
All right. Reverse mortgage, unfortunately, it's going to be a huge thing going forward.
It is going to be ginormous, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's why they're hitting California huge right now, because 1 in 8 people live in California. 1 out of every 8 people live in California. In the country. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, all right. So the biggest thing that's going on this
week, the weather.
That's right. Well, you can beat somebody.
Yeah.
So everybody's waiting, and that's why there's really no news today. Financial news. They're waiting for the CPI tomorrow, Consumer Price Index.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting on. If that comes in like they expect, it'll do good. If it doesn't, it'll do bad. I don't even have to tell you that, because it's the same thing I talk about. So this week we have Tuesday's CPI. Small Business Optimism Index, the 10-year auction. Wednesday, we have mortgage applications, 30-year bond auction. And Thursday is the PPI. PPI? And the retail sales, and always on Thursday, initial jobless claims. So we have what is today? So Tuesday and Thursday are the Monday. 2 big days that could affect the mortgage market, where the rates are.
Yeah.
And today we started out, I think we're down like 6 basis points right now.
Are we?
Yeah, which is not a big deal.
No.
Rates have improved a little bit, and they're not as bad as people, but the 10-year sitting at 4.0943. You like all that extra stuff in there?
Yeah. Did you say you got a lock alert on Thursday?
Yeah.
And did you lock?
Right before BLS came out. Yeah, I did. And at first it was, oh no. And then it was like, okay, good thing I did.
Yeah.
Because what happens is sometimes they give us a lot back, and then right before one of those things happens, you'll lose a lot more.
Yeah.
And I told him, and when you have a 15-day close on one of my loans, I'm like, there's no way. He goes, what if it gets better? Yeah. Then we'll refinance down the road.
Yeah. There's not a lot of
we don't have time. We have 15 days.
Yeah.
And I'm already, not even 4 days in, and we're ready to almost get clear to close.
Yeah. That prelim. We got to go back and re-look at everything. It's not like it's on everything's digital.
Well, that's the other thing they're talking about, is the cost of title. Is why do we need title so much?
As often.
Yeah.
Well, like if you refi a year after you purchase.
Right. They're just in general. They're looking at all costs, which I get it. But look over here. I'm doing this for you over here, but I'm screwing you over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Worse. None of this will fix what I'm doing over here, but look over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be negative on Monday, but it is a Monday.
It's Monday.
Well, I don't know, but this is getting super dark at 6:30 is really unique.
I know you think it's 9.
I'm like going, oh, holy cow! It must be 5:30. What? 6:30?
Yeah, I slept until 7 today, and I'm like, 7 o'clock. Jesus, I never sleep till 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah. It's really 6.
Yeah. No, it's really 7.
No, I know. It's the
Can we just stay here or the other way? I don't care.
They're talking,
just one of them.
They're talking that we're going to stay here this time around, but I don't believe it. Hey, one thing I want to let people know. Guess what's coming up? It's going to be the celebration of my people this weekend, and I'll be pouring beer.
What's the celebration of your people this weekend?
St. Patty's Day.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Sunday is St. Patty's Day. Wexford's is open Saturday and Sunday. I'll be pouring beer from 11 to 6 at the beer truck. along with my buddy Ray. And then on Sunday, 11 to 6 at, I almost call it St. Patty's Day, P. Wexford's, and then Twisted Pig from 6 to 9. I'll be pouring beer.
All right. Well, print up your schedule. We'll have it here for
Yeah,
everybody.
I just want to let people know, hey, come visit me.
And you're doing that Saturday
And Sunday.
and Sunday. Wow. Yeah.
Instead of an open house. Oh, wait, I haven't done an open house since
You can have all your
2005.
cards there. Put them out with every picture.
Every picture.
All right. Just tape them to the bottom.
That's not a bad idea.
Every time they drink, they'll be reading your name.
Yeah.
After they finish that, you're like, who the hell is this Mike Kelly?
They're opaque cups. Red Solo cup.
Oh, you're doing the Red Solo cup?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here.
And remember,
I don't know what.
Today is Monday.
Yeah. And also remember, if you don't catch us during this live time, you can always catch us via the podcast on the Real Estate Jerky Daily, wherever you find your favorite podcast at. And we also upload this afterwards as a YouTube live on Real Estate Jerky the YouTube channel, but then it goes on to my channel after this. All right. Make it a great day. All right. Bye.
Bye.